Welcome to the third module on how to create a task sequence on the Colette web portal. I will be guiding you through some nice activities today. This third module is about the creation of a task sequence according to your objectives for your lesson. Let's get an overview of our agenda today. After refreshing our memory about the web portal, we'll see how to create a path, which is a sequence of tasks. We'll do some individual brainstorming. Then I will divide you into groups and together you decide what to focus on. What is your aim or goal for the lesson? After the path is ready, you will get a chance to share your path with another group who will give you feedback and explain their solutions. Finally, we all come together for some reflection, questions, and answers. Like we discussed in the last module, a sequence of tasks is called a path in the Colette web portal. Creating a path means that you make a sequence of tasks of different difficulty level, usually starting with the easier tasks and then complicating things so that, for example, students will realize automatically that the use of loops is needed. Here is one example path consisting of 3 tasks of increasing difficulties. Here is how this path looks like on the web portal. It is a public path with code P5416. We would like the students to discover, for example, the usefulness of loops by themselves. But be aware that doing is not necessarily understanding. A very behaviorist stance is taken in most computer science learning platforms addressing students. We are addressing teachers now, so you should be aware about the didactics and you should make your own conscious choice in their guided discovery learning, whether to make a behaviorist or more explicit teaching use of Colette in your own teaching. Thus, the design of our path guides students step by step to feel the need for using loops. This could be done, for example, by asking first to build a 2x2 cube and then, in the next task, to build 10x10 cubes. Students will realize that there must be a way to make the task less time-consuming. At the same time, by starting the path with easy tasks, students can add new concepts to their vocabulary and get familiar with the Colette environment. You might even want to add some hands-on activities somewhere in the process because, as we all know, it can be helpful to work with something familiar like paper and pen or a whiteboard, for example, before heading on to unknown seas of using a new application. So, we'll be thinking individually before working in groups, and I will guide you through the activity today with some individual slides for each steps. You can also view the slides yourself using the links provided here. So, individually think about your aim, goal for the lesson, the type of task that fits this aim, your goal, the dimensions of the task, going from low to high dimension, whether you will use hands-on offline activities or not. In groups, discuss your ideas and agree on one topic for the group. Create then the task sequence and share the code with your neighboring groups for testing. And when finished solving the path on the app, find someone from the other groups and explain to them your solutions. And then reflect with everyone. This is the link to the slides so that you can come back to here. Now, I would first like you to take a moment to think about the aim or goal for your lesson. When you have pinned this down, you can start thinking about what types of tasks will fit this aim or goal and how you will go about dimensions of the task. You can also make decisions regarding whether to use offline activities or not. Now, the 5 minutes for thinking individually are now over, and let's go and find our groups. Please discuss your ideas and agree on one topic. Don't be shy to take on a challenging topic. Hopefully, we'll have many diverse paths by the end of this session. Remember from yesterday that you have prepared your logins for the Colette web portal. Use it to create your path of tasks. I will be here to assist you if you have any questions or run into difficulties. Now that everyone has successfully created their path, please share with a group of number 1 higher than yours. So for example, group 3 will share with group 4 and the last group will share with group 1. Then please proceed to test the path, and I would like all groups members to open the app. Choose one person now from your group to visit the group which provided your group a path to solve. Share your solution and provide the reasoning. If any bugs occurred, please report them as well. Then think about your students. Would they manage to solve the provided tasks? What students' difficulties do you expect? What students' knowledge do you think they assumed when designing the path? The main aim of this activity is twofold. On the one hand, the visiting teacher provides their group's feedback on the path designed by other groups and report any bugs in the path. But on the other hand, the members of the visited group now have room for sharing their ideas, framing the design of the task sequence. You can provide the reasoning from a mathematical, computational, or didactical point of view. When facilitating the discussions, you might benefit from techniques used when facilitating professional development, particularly how to sustain teachers in inquiry stance, highlighting, that is to say, drawing attentions to particular topics that teachers did not raise on their own, lifting up, that is to say, taking participants' ideas and making them an object of public discussion. Pressing, that is to say, asking for further elaboration of one's idea and providing reasoning. Clarifying, that is to say, revoicing and reformulating the participants' ideas to ensure common understanding among the participant teachers. Offering an explanation, that is to say, providing your interpretation from a stance or of an inquiry. Countering, that is to say, offering an alternative point of view. You can as well support the group collaboration by standing back, allowing the participants the time to discuss the issues among themselves. Distributing participation, that is to say, inviting participations to share different ideas based on who is and who is not participating. Validating participant ideas by confirming and supporting participants' contributions. Now you can raise some open ideas for the next modules. How will you include this path to your curriculum? How will you organize your class? To conclude this second module and prepare for the third module, please add your feedback to this Padlet. In the fourth and final module, we are going to find out how to integrate Colette into our everyday lessons. Thank you very much. Here are some references for further reading. We hope you liked creating Path with Colette.